Hello guys, I'm Azhar and in this video I'll teach you Grid Geometry Manager. Why we need geometry management? We need geometry management to place our widgets on a specific position. As in the previous examples which we did, we made a widget and the widget was automatically placed in the root window. But for when it comes to making application, we need to place different widgets on a specific position. So for that we use geometry management. And in this video I will teach you grid geometry management. So here, as you can see, we have a grid over here, and the grid we have horizontal cells. These horizontal cells are called rows, and we have vertical cells. These vertical cells are called columns. Each row have a specific number. This row is row 1 having row number 0. This is row 2 having row number 1, and this is row 3 having row number 2. Same is the case with columns. This is column 1 having column number 0, this is column 2 having column number 1, and this is column 3 having column number 2. And these cells we have over here 9 cells. We can have many number of rows and many number of columns, so we can have many number of cells. And these cells, what we do, we will place our widgets. So here in this cell I have placed a widget label, and in this cell I have placed a widget button. So this is actually called grid geometry management. So now let's move into our code editor and let's see how it is done. So here in our code editor, what will I do? I will make some labels. First is label 1. It is from class label and it will be placed in the root window, and the text will be label 1, and I will set the background color to yellow, for example. Right, after that what will I do? I will place this label in a grid. So for this I will use grid, and here what will I do? I will specify the row number and the column number. So for row number I will write row, and I will place this in row number 0, right? And after that I will specify the column number and I will place it in column number 0, right? So in this way our label 1 will be placed. Now I will make some other labels like label 2. Text will be label 2 and background color will be blue, for example, and I will place it in a grid. Having row number 0 and column number 1, right? In this way I will make the third label. Background color is green, and I will place it and grid having row number 1 and column number 0, and I'll make another label and I will place it on grid having row number 1 and column number 1, right? So let's run this. So here you can see we have four labels. Label 1, it is in the first cell of row 1 having row number 0, and this is label 2 which is in the second cell, means that the second column of row 0, and this is label 3 which is in row number 1 having column number 0, and this is label 4 having row number 1 and column number 1. So this was about labels. Let's make buttons. I'll call it button 1 and it will be from class button, and I'll place it in the root window, and its text will be button 1, right? And after that I will place it in a grid, and I'll set it to row 2 and column 2, for example, right? Now let's try another button, button 2, I'll place it in a grid, and row, for example, 2 and column 3, right? So let's run this. So here, as you can see, we have 2 buttons and 4 labels placed in row 0, row 1 and row 2, and columns like this: column 0, column 1, column 2 and column 3. So it was about rows and columns. Now we have another property called padding. So let me explain you by an example. So I will write here pad x, for example 10, and pad y, for example 10 also. So what does pad x and pad y mean? Pad x mean that give a padding in the x-axis of 10, and pad y mean give a padding of 10 in the y-axis. So let's run this, and here, as you can see, we have label 1, and in the x-axis we have padding. This is the padding here, and this is also the padding, and here this is the y-axis, and this is the padding, this is also the padding. So this is padding. Actually, all the other labels are not padded. Here, as you can see, they are down because of the negative x padding of this label 1, the negative y padding of this label 1. In the x-axis we have padding in the left and also in the right. Similarly, in the y-axis we have padding on the top and also in the bottom. Now let's copy this to the another label here, and you will see now like this. Here, as you can see, the padding in the x is 10, the padding in the y is 10, and the padding in the negative y-axis is also 10. But here in the middle you see double space of this space. This is double because this half is the padding of label 1 and half is the padding of label 2. So this whole space is 20, as the padding of label 1 and the x is 10, and the padding of label 2 in the x is also 10. So the whole space here is 20 units. Now we have another type of padding. Here we can see pad x and pad y. We give a space above and below, or to the right and to the left of our widget. But we have another type of padding called iPad. So this is iPad X and this is iPad Y. Let's run this and see. So here, as you can see, iPad means inner padding. So the label 1 has got the inner padding of 10 in the x-axis and has got the inner padding of 10 in the y direction. So this is actually called inner padding. Now let's copy this and paste it in level 4 like this. Let's see. So here I will remove first this padding of level 2 and I will run it again. So here, as you can see, we have level 1 having inner padding of 10 in the both axes, and we have level 4 having padding of 10 in both the axes. We can change the value of padding. For example, here I am setting the value of padding in the x direction of level 4 to 20. Let's run again. Here, as you can see, the level is now bigger than the first one. So this was about padding. Now we have another property here called sticky. What does sticky mean? We have here, as you can see, we have a cell size of this much, like the size of label 1 actually with padding is the size of this cell, and it is the size of this column 0 and row 0. So the size of the column will be same for all the widgets and column 0. So here we have a label 3 and we have a space above it, at the right of side of it, and at the bottom of it, and at the left side of it. So what we use, we will use sticky. Sticky will move this label from this middle to this west direction, and it can move it up to north, it can move to right, and the east direction it can move it down to the south direction, it can move it to the right top, this is the northeast direction, and it can move it to the north west, it is the top left place, and it can move it to a bottom left, which is actually the southwest direction, and it can move it to the bottom right, it is actually the southeast direction. So let's see. For this I will use keyword sticky for this, right, and I will set it to, for example, north. N means north, right? So let's see. So here, as you can see, it is now at the top, it is not at the side, not on the left side, not on the right side, it is at the middle top. Now let's change the stick the direction of level 3. Here I will add sticky, and it will be an for example, this direction I want it to be at this corner, so it will be southwest. I will set it to SW, means southwest. Let's run it again. So here, as you can see, it is at the bottom left side of the cell. So we can move it, this level 2, to the top right side here by changing the north to northeast, and let's run it again. So here, as you can see, we have shifted the label 2 from the top mid to the top right direction. and similarly we have shifted the label 3 from mid to bottom left direction. So it was all about grid geometry management. I hope that you will have liked this video. If you like it, so hit the like button and share this course so that many people can learn Python for free. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.